Hello everybody! Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make your very own creature survival game using Primordial Land script. So what you have to do is you have to search up Primordial Lands and Experience. I'll link this game down below. Then you have to select the game and then you press edit. Then Roblox Studio will open up, and I'll come back once it's opened. Alrighty, the script is loaded up. As you see of the Primordial Lands map, I would recommend remaking the map and all this, because Roblox might get angry at you for having the same map. Anyway, the first thing you mainly need to do is go to Server Storage, then scroll down and go to Main UI. Then you put that into there, and here this comes up. You select that, go to Main Frame, and click on the title. Then you change the title to the name of the game you want to make it. Big Chungus game. And there we go. Now you can change these buttons to any color you want using here. Oh wait, didn't work. There we go. You need to go to the round. Down there's a thing called round. You go to that, and then you change this and blue settings button. Then you can also drag them about. You have to select them on the side, and you can move them about from the side. And now, boom, a new menu. Then you have to get the main UI and put it back into the server storage. Actually, how you change the creatures is what the creature UI thing looks like is you have to click mainframe, then untick the visible arrow, then go select creature frame and make it visible. And there it is, and it's kind of the same, but more complicated. There's just a lot more parts. Info frame, it's basically the same. It is pretty easy to work out yourself, but then you have to untick visible and then re-tick main frame, because if this isn't the main visible one, then it won't work. Then you have to put this back into server storage. Then you change the main UI. You drag that into starter GUI, and here it appears. You open this, and there's all the options. Oh, some of them are invisible, like there's the sprint. That's for mobile. Then there's packs, and a few of them, like Xbox chat for Xbox players, are invisible, but you can make them appear just by unticking the visible button. So what you do is you can just move these around like the other menu. It is sometimes annoying, and you do sometimes select the actual value or the actual title inside the part. But there we go. Now some more unique UI. And then you just drag that back into server storage. I will make separate videos teaching people how to rig and model their own creatures and animate their own creatures. But for now, I'm just going to open the toolbox and drag something random in. I guess I'll put in the... I'll use this guy. I'll add him. So you have to make sure that there's an adult, a child, and a juvenile. And that in the rig, the humanoid root part is connected to a part called torso. And the humanoid root part's also attached to attack part, and torso is attached to a part called head. Once you've done that, you can get a stats folder from another thing, a stats and a stats folder, then open this and change it. Look at creatures that already exist to say if it's aquatic, semi-aquatic, you can just copy the values from a creature that already exists. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave this. I'm going to go to creatures and select an aquatic. So Flivum, I'm pretty sure that's an aquatic. Let's see. Aquatic equals true. So what you do is select all of this, then copy it. Then you can close that. Then you open this and paste all of it into there. Then you change the creature's name. And oh, Jesus, background sound. You change the creature's name, and you can change its diet. Now you have to edit the folder for each growth stage and put it into each of the separate growth stages on the side. So what I normally do is just copy the humanoid into juvenile, then edit it, then copy the juvenile humanoid into child, and then it should work. You can change the stats of the creature here. There's a damage 5, I'm going to change that to 50. Amber gain, I'll give it 20 billion, I don't know. Then there's all the animations here. Now, with this, is you have to go to anim saves, and you have to select one, say swim, and also eat, drink, attack, and AoE need to not loop. They need to not loop. Not looping. And then idle, sprint, swim, swim down, all the movement animations, they need to be looping. So I'll select swim and then say save to Roblox. Then there's the title swim. Then if it's your own game, create a me. But if it's a group game, you have to choose the group that it's from. Say I was making it for the group Lands of the Past. There it is. But this is a game under my own name, so I just leave it as me. Then you submit. Then you open this. It opens up. And then you copy this number right here. Cut. And then you paste. And that ID is a swim ID. Then you just do the same for all the animations. The only animations that are needed are attack and AoE. All the other animations are technically not needed. So for a creature to function, it needs attack and AoE. Since without those animations, the attack won't work. If you make the attack animation longer, then if you make the attack animation longer, that'll lengthen the attack rate. I'm just going to export all these other animations and I'll come back to you once I'm done with that. Alrighty, I am back. Just going to make growth rate time 1, and once you've done that, you just need to remove the existing humanoid from juvenile and child, then duplicate, place it into juvenile. Then you just need to change all the stats that you want and change the growth stage to juvenile. Then do the same for child. And there we go. Now what you do is duplicate the adult model, then shrink it down small, even though since this model's already small, it's alright, but it has to be small. And then you name it statue. Once you've done that, you can move them all to creatures. Then you make a folder. I'm going to duplicate the Zuvero folder and remove the creatures from inside of it. Then I just put in mine inside of the Zuvero folder. Then name the folder what I named the creature. So I named the creature Joe. So I just rename the folder to Joe. Now what you do is you need to add the creature's bleed and weight. So you go to bleed and you can either go down here and you just can go like this and then put in its name, and then you can just copy and paste an existing creature like that. You have to add a comma at the bottom though here, and then just put that in. Then I'm going to copy the name Joe and put it in there. If you put the 2 lines at the start, then the script won't see it and it won't break the script. So now Joe has bleed. Now I go to wait and do the same thing. I'm going to copy this, enter, paste, and then put in the name Joe. Now there's descriptions. I'm not sure exactly where this is actually located, so I just go to filter workspace, desk, and then description. There's all the creatures. You just copy this, add a comma at the bottom of that one, and then just paste it. Big Fard Joe. And now he's got his description added. So the creature is now added to the game. But now you have to be able to access the creature. So what you do is go to replicated storage, events, creature purchases, and you copy an existing creature. It doesn't matter. You just copy an existing creature. Then you change the name and change the value, which is the price of the creature. Once that's done, the creature is almost ready. But now you have to actually make it accessible through the UI. So what you have to do is go to main UI, select creatures frame, select creature selection, then there's all the buttons here. You just copy a random one, open properties, and change a name up here, name to not Enchel. You change the name to Joe. Then you scroll down and change the text also to Joe. The text can say anything, so you can make it say something and the actual creature that shows up as a different creature. So that's a interesting thing you can do. Not too sure why, but you can. And now you have to save the game. So I'm going to publish the game. I'm just going to call it funny game for video. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. This game is console compatible, so you are able to turn this on. And then you just create it. And then you just wait for it to publish. And now it's successfully published. Sometimes it says failed, and all you have to really do is press retry. Now that it's published, you go to game settings, then go to security, and you need to enable studio access to API servers. And then that should be ready, and then you can press play up here to test it in studio without actually publishing your update. So if the update's broken as hell, you don't have to publish it. So here's all the UI that I changed. There's all the creatures. I scroll down, oh look, there's Joe. There he is. I can purchase him. It's loading. I can spawn in. Now with the colouring, you've got to make sure you've got that a value called use part color is ticked for it to work. But then you can spawn in, and I seem to be on land, and I seem to have fallen apart, and I seem to have removed my head. That's a rig error. Not my fault. So to fix the rig error, I'm just simply going to go to the creature, select him wherever he is. Where is he? Joe. Select the child. I have to do this for all the growths, but I'm just going to do it for the child. I'm just going to make the child a bit bigger so it's easier, because why not? He can be giant. Select the child, then go to head, find out what's not connecting, And I'm pretty sure the entire rig is actually broken here for some reason. So I just need to connect the rig back up. Oops. And boop, 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 boops. Boop, 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 boop. And then he should be fixed, and then I just put him back into the Joe folder, and he should work now. I press play, the game loads up. I go in, select Joe, spawn in, and he does look broken, and I'm not too sure why he spawned on land. That's a bug, but I did just use an aquatic for an example. Anyway, see, here he is. Well, look at him. His animations are all broken, but look at him. Look at Joe. Look at him. He's a little levitating grub thing. So basically, that's how you make a creature. Now, you can stop watching now if you want to keep your currency as Amber, but I'm going to teach you how to change what it says on the currency now. So, what you have to do is just search in the workspace, Amber. Then, there's Amber icon here. Is you open properties and change it to an image. I'm just going to select a random image, and change it to that. You know, I'm going to make the currency be flowers. So once again, I copy that number, then I go here, and then I just change the number there to the one I copied. And then that should be changed. Now, there's the game UI. You change that, and that's just called Amber, but it's under game UI. You change that to this, and it should work. Now, you go to game UI, the same way that I showed before. You open that, and you go to Amber, then you go to title. That says Amber. You scroll all the way down, then there's text. That's Amber. I'll change it to flowers. And in the game, once you're playing, it says flowers now. Then I go to main UI, I think. I can't remember where the second Amber is. So I search it up again. I can just select that. And get rid of that. And here it is. I'll just go to Amber game title. Flower gain. Now is the more complicated part. So what you have to do is, I'm pretty sure, I'll find the script first so I don't tell you something wrong. So find main UI control, and what you do is you find this, and then you change just this and to whatever your currency is, and then I'm pretty sure it's good. So then you can press play. It loads up. Open this, and see it says flowers there. Flower again. Spawn in. Flowers. The icon isn't loaded, but it will load. That's just a Roblox issue. So that's how you change what the currency is. Now, how you remove existing creatures without removing. So I'll get all the creatures, I'll make a new folder, duplicate that one, and rename it to just something random, base creatures. Then copy all the creatures except your creature into base creatures. Now they're there so that you can copy their stats folder when you want to add a new creature. Now you go down to select creature frame and creature selection, and you remove these buttons. I delete all that, and I delete all that. And now it's just Joe there, and you can just duplicate the Joe button to add more creatures later when you're adding more creatures. Then you load it up, and there's just Joe and no others. So Zodix, what? Yeah. Anyway, that's how you make your own game using the Primordial Land script. Hope this video has helped you. I hope I'll start seeing your interesting creature games soon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh yeah, I forgot something. So when you want to view your game, you just go to here. I'm pretty sure you just go places. I don't know. I always forget this. Well, no, basic info, options. Monetization, I guess. Then you go to create badge, and then it'll open you here. And then you just target experience. You click on the target experience, and then you favorite it. That's what I do. I don't know, there's probably a much better way to do it, but that's just what I do. Anyway, I'll now see you guys in the next one.